What's up, everyone? RVG FAM. It's your favorite, daddy's favorite rapper, mama's favorite DJ, your mama's favorite hyena. We're trying to be in good spirits, which we are. If you're new here and you're watching our vlog, my name is Robert. It's my wife, Vanessa. And we are the RVG FAM. This is our YouTube channel. You can scroll back and check out some of our older videos throughout the years. And here we are in 2025, where we had a very scary scenario that took place on 2024 on New Year's Eve. You can watch the vlog by clicking the link below if you haven't seen what went on, but we were in a car accident, basically. You know, these things are never expected. We were leaving our house to go have a great time at my father-in-law's, you know, bring in the new year with the family.
Which it was like just down the street. Like, what are they, like 2 minutes?
Yeah, not away. Even 2 miles away. But, you know,
that's what they say. It always happens like around your house, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like, but I want you to talk, because basically, you know, my wife, she hasn't been really active on the vlogs lately, and I know they want to hear your side, because I think the last video was pretty much me just going around doing everything.
So first off, like, before we were leaving, you guys saw that we were with my daughter and her friends, and I was just telling them, be careful, it's New Year's, go to that one spot and stay there, don't drive anywhere else. You know, if you need a ride, I'll have to come get you or send someone to get you or get an Uber for you. You know, it's New Year's, don't drink and drive, which there was no alcohol involved in our situation, but it was just crazy. I was just telling them, like, please be careful. We left the house, and the Postola was in the back seat. So it was the Postola, it was Amaya and Elijah. And Robert, literally, my back is hurting really bad. Robert was like, should we put it in the bed of the truck? And I was like, no, what if it spills everywhere?
Yeah, well, I was thinking of it, you know what I mean? Like, it'll be fine. I'd rather it spill back there.
But it wasn't like it wasn't so high. It was a really big pot because I cooked it in there, but it wasn't like totally full. So we probably could have put it in the bed of the truck.
And I had a box that I would.
And it was in a box. So we probably should have just put it in the bed of the truck. But I put it in the back of the truck, and I was kind of like facing Robert, kind of like this in the car. Yeah, because I was right. Yeah, we put the cake. Layla made my mom a gluten-free cake. We were all ready to go grub and everything, and I was like leaning in the back like this, trying to like keep the Postola from falling forward. So we were literally at the first stoplight right here, and I was like, hearing the binging sound, you don't like that, the dinging from the cart, from the seatbelt, and like I cannot stand it.
They purposely like make that.
Which is a good, you know,
put your seatbelt on.
Because we should have had our seatbelt on already. So right. I literally told Robert, I put my seatbelt on, but I still kind of was leaning this way because I was trying to hold it back. I told Robert, put your seatbelt on. So that was like at the first stop sign, and then we're driving stoplight. Literally the next stoplight, I'm not even looking forward, which really was scary for me because I didn't know what was going on. I'm holding it and I'm kind of looking at him because I'm facing this way. And all I remember is him saying, oh crap, they ran a red light. And the second I turned this way, all I can see was the top of the lights. After that, I feel like I almost like blacked out because it was just like...
Happened so fast.
It happened so fast. And I'm just like, what the F is this real? Like, what is going on? And
I was telling her, like I tell everybody else off camera, like I just felt like if you ever been in a Can-Am, you're like in the desert, or, you know, you're just floating, because my truck is so big. And then this lady's car was like a Toyota Corolla or something that was small. So we just kind of
thank God,
went over her, and like truck. We were going up, but we bounced up and we came back down.
Yeah, and I felt all of that, but it just seemed like, and I've never been in a major car accident like this, you know, like little fender benders and stuff like that, but nothing big like this. So I really feel like when we went, like the point of impact, I was on the passenger side, and that's kind of like where I think the truck kind of went over her hood of her car. So I don't know if that's why my back is so messed up right now. My shoulders, my neck, my back.
Favoring right now.
It is so bad. And it's almost been a week. Tomorrow will be a week. And I don't know if that's why it was just really, really bad. But I just remember going one way, and then I was like, oh my, that part I don't like remember so much. And then I think I snapped out of it, and then we kind of went this way. And I'm like,
because I almost hit a tree, like I said in the
yeah.
last video, and I saw us going for the tree, and I just went boom, swerved to the right. My just instincts kicked in, and that's where we ended up going straight.
It was just, I felt like it was like the longest seconds in the world. When we stopped, I think we both just like sat there for like a quick second, like, what the heck? And I remember my eyes being closed. I was full of like pozole. And I can only move my hand because I was literally like in shock. And I was trying to put the window down because I was starting to hyperventilate because I couldn't breathe because the pozole was all over me and it was really hot. And I remember like starting to hyperventilate, like I can't put the window down, And then after that I was trying to unlock and open the door and we could not open the door. And it was like kind of hyperventilating even more. And then finally, once I got the door open, I just like opened the door and was like, oh my God, I gotta breathe. And then he was like, he yelled at the police.
I was furious. I wasn't furious, but in my mind, I didn't know what to think, guys.
That's what I remember next.
We just got that major car accident, and my only thought was there's a possible hit and run down the street.
Yeah, we didn't know if it was a guy. We didn't know if it was a girl, a kid, nothing.
And you hear about hit and run. I don't know why I thought that. That was just my thought. Like, you're not gonna leave. You're not gonna just do this to my family. Get away with it. I don't know.
And our pozole.
Yeah. So I yelled out the window.
I said,
this. Hey, you better not leave. I said, man, you better stay right there, man. I'm telling you that right now. And,
Was your window down?
I think I rolled my window down because at first my door wouldn't open. Or maybe it wasn't.
I couldn't put my window down.
It was
I can't
stuck
remember.
whatever.
Was your window down? I remember hearing yelling.
I started limping over there. I obviously I saw they were okay.
Yeah,
first.
he looked back.
They were all right.
And he's like, get the kids out. And that's when I got out. He got out.
And their car was pretty messed up, as you could tell by the last video. But so I went over there, and there's where I had there was a lady on the curb, and she was just on the phone, and I didn't know if she was on the phone maybe during the accident, but we won't get into that. We'll let the lawyers handle that. Yeah. But, she was sitting there. She had a little laceration to her cheekbone.
And her airbags did go off, too.
Her airbags did deploy, which ours didn't. And that was a big question, which I'm kind of like...
Well, we're wondering, like, if we would have slammed into the tree, if they would have went off.
Yeah. Thankfully, we didn't. I don't even want to imagine that.
But our truck was just so big. Maybe it just had to be like a greater impact for them to actually...
I'm telling you, those bigger trucks, get one. I don't care if it's a bigger SUV, if it's a Tahoe, if you can afford it, get one, because they do help in situations like this. And I've had bigger cars in the past too as well. I've always had a truck, or I had a Navigator, or I had just some type of larger size vehicle to where I knew that I was protected on the road. But that's what honestly saved us, guys. Like I said, her car was just totally, her whole front hood was just
and thankfully
smashed. Like if she just hit a
Robert did see her and was trying to avoid it, but I mean, we had the green light. So what do you do when there's a green light?
You got not even seconds. Like they just popped out.
So he really tried, not to cause an accident. And I think that could have been...
I didn't react, If
you did not react, if you didn't have time, I mean, I think it could have been...
And I was going speed limit, of course, bad. You know what I mean? And I was going and...
Robert always goes to speed limit. He drives me crazy.
Cruise, If she was in, we might have missed her, because
my mom was like, was Robert going to speed limit? I'm like, Robert drives so slow all the time. Like, he's always thinking about stuff, so he's just like... cruising, and I'm like, can you speed up? Like, we have to be somewhere. Like, I am always like that with him, and that's why I'm always like, I know Robert was going to speed limit. Like, he just drives like a grandpa sometimes. That was a scary moment.
So after that, the ambulance came and they asked if we wanted to go. We didn't want to take that ride of the ambulance, to be honest with you. I don't think that we really needed. We weren't in.
I don't think we were really, that bad. Honestly, I was very just freaking out. I was very, very scared. I wanted to cry like so bad, but I didn't want my kids to like really see me break down and cry, because I didn't want to scare them, because I know Maya had her burns, and those really affected her, because I had burns on my leg and they were burning. I mean, I had that all over my body, but mostly was like my leg where it was burning.
Yeah.
And I just felt so bad because she was crying. Elijah, I just felt like he was like totally out of it. He was really dizzy. He said when he got out of the car, of course he's a boy and he's trying to be tough now, but overall, I just keep thinking about the what ifs and it's really scary, but overall the kids were good. And
yeah. I don't know, you mentioned Maya got a little burn from the pozole. You got a burn on your thigh.
Yeah, she did on her foot.
Without getting too much into detail, like right away, I just jumped on the phone too as well. Once I saw homegirl was all right.
Well, that's another thing too. Like when we all got out and I had put the kids on the sidewalk right there, you know, all the neighbors came out and asked if we were okay, and I was shaking. Like I remember I was just shaking, and Robert's like, I was like, you need to call 911. He couldn't find his phone, and I had my phone in my leopard jacket.
Yeah, mine was stuck in the pozole on the floor.
One of our phones went off. I don't know if it was yours or mine, but my phone was like, sounds like you were in a car accident. And when I got my phone out of my pocket, it was like an emergency.
Oh, you heard that?
Yes.
Oh, that was the SOS. So iOS on the iPhone holders.
Was that my phone or yours?
It was mine.
Okay.
It was
okay.
mine. Now that I didn't even know
mine
that
was on emergency mode though when I did get my phone out of my pocket.
Oh, okay. So it'll bump. If you get an impact, it'll send a message to the cop, to the police station.
So that's why I was like wondering. Honestly, I feel like the cops got there so quick, and I'm so glad.
That might have been the reason why.
I really think. Well, and plus there's always a cop right there at Citrus Park. There's always cops just kind of chilling, watching. I'm sure there obviously were some cops in the area, but
thankfully they came quick though.
I was able to give Robert my phone to call 911, but me, when he was over there, you know, making sure that the lady wasn't running away, I was trying to figure out like what the heck I'm gonna do. Like I need to call my family, I need to call my dad, I need to call my mom. So it was just so sad. It was very scary because like I had to leave my kids on the sidewalk. I had to go look in the car on the floor for Robert's phone because I needed to call my parents. So I remember finding Robert's phone and it was just like drenched in pozole, and I'm trying to like wipe it off, and you know, I don't know like his phone, like my phone, so I'm like, where's the call button? Like I remember just shaking, and like the neighbors came out, they're like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine, I'm just trying to call my dad. I'm like trying to find, and I'm putting dad in your contacts, and I'm like, wait, it's not his dad. I'm like, I need to find my dad's number in his phone, and Amaya's like crying, and I'm shaking, I'm trying not to cry, like hold it in. Like it was scary, but thankfully, like I said, my parents literally live right down the street, and they came right away. They took the kids, and then I felt a little bit better once I knew that the kids were taken care of. They were at going to my parents' house. I called Layla, and I was like, Layla, we were just, if you did watch the other vlog, you can hear I was talking to her. I was like, we were just in a car accident. I just want to let you know. Even though I didn't want her driving around anywhere. Like, she came right away. She was freaked out. She went to my mom's house, made sure the kids were okay. And then it was crazy because Gabriel and Katrina were literally right there. Like, they were on their way to my cousin's house, which is right by my house. So we would have basically crossed because they were coming up the street and we were going down the street. And
same street.
The same street. They were right behind the cop. They were behind the cop, and the cop was swerving. They're like, oh no, you know, it looks like there's like a lot of people thought it was like a DUI check at first, because they can only see the cop. And then they were like, no, there was an accident. So they were like, we were trying to go straight and the cop cut us off. So we had to take another street, and they were like, there's a truck right there. And then Bree's kind of like, their daughter was like, she said, I saw like a hitch, like their truck, like it looked like their truck. And she's like, no. So they're doing a detour. I didn't have my phone, so Katrina was blowing up my phone, which Robert had. Mm-hmm. And she was just like, please don't be them. She's like, answer your phone, Vanessa, answer your phone. And then you finally answered.
Yeah, I answered her call right away just to let her know. I thought you had called her. That's why she heard about it. And then I told her, yeah.
I know. I was like,
I gotta go. The officer's right here asking me questions. I called my attorneys right away. Shout out to the Munoz lawyers, man. Yes. It was New Year's Eve. Thankfully, you know, I had them on speed dial, you know what I mean? Ralph picked up, and I was like, dude, I don't go through this every day. What do we do? I don't want to say nothing or do anything. And he was there to walk me through the steps, of course. So, which was one being getting the police report. So fast forwarding, you know, the next day we ended up going to urgent care and to go get checked out because we all woke up stiff. We were stiff that night. We wanted to kind of see how we felt the next day, and our backs. She got it worse than I did, but I'm still like stiff from my neck, my shoulder,
Our
our
heads
backs.
were just feeling like
We're taking
lightheaded.
medication, you know, the urgent care. We ended up sending us just with some muscle relaxers and some Motrin just, you know, to take for our headaches. But we've been taking those things nonstop. And I'm the type, you know, my wife will show it when she's in pain. Me, I don't, I'm just,
Okay,
you know, I don't like
if
to
you're
show
sick,
that. You know
you're
what I'm
sick.
saying?
You act like you're sick.
Well, if I'm sick, that's one thing. If I'm throwing up and I got a fever, yeah. But I mean, pain, guys, I got screws and plates in me already from an accident 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And I got, you know, gout from, you know, it's another in my knee. My point
I'm feeling it.
is we're all shook up from this, and it's already almost been a week.
I'm trying to snap out of it still, to be honest. Like, I haven't, and I have to.
So the next steps now is we're dealing with all the logistics that come with it. It's calling the insurance. I got my truck still in the tow yard.
I know, our truck is
You know,
gone.
we got to rent a car now. We had to get.
Gotta buy a new car seat.
But one thing, you know, we're just saving all our receipts, because at the end of the day, you know, it wasn't our fault, man. You know, we're not the ones who ran the red light. We'll keep you guys updated as the days go on and let you guys know, you know, what our status is. But we just want to thank everybody, you know, for who have been hitting
All
our
the
comments on the
messages,
last vlog. I know you wanted to hear from Vanessa.
Thank you guys. I got a lot of text messages from family and friends, a lot of messages on YouTube and Instagram. Thank you guys so much. I know we haven't been as active, or especially me, but I'm still here and I'm not always grumpy. I'm just a mom, okay? That has to deal with this guy and my kids.
Don't throw me under the bus. Shoot. By the way, we are getting, with that being said, we have a anniversary. We're going to end this on a positive note coming up. We got your birthday.
My birthday.
Your birthday
I don't
first.
even care. I don't care.
And then, well, next year's going to be your big one.
Yeah, we're saving it for next year.
And
I'm going to
then,
be 30 next year.
Yeah, plus 20. No, plus 10. And our anniversary's in March, guys. 10 years, so.
Wow, that's so crazy.
And look, we almost didn't make it. We almost didn't make it. I know, it's the truth, man. I face it as it comes. Reality is reality. That's what it is. You know?
Overall, yes, I am very, very thankful that we are here, because trust me, every day I literally keep thinking about the what if this, what if that. What if Gabriel and Katrina were coming up this way and we hit them?
Yeah.
There was no other oncoming traffic when we went that way.
What
Like,
if I had my
what if?
gas cam that was working,
Yes.
which I had in there, and it was down for the week?
I just keep thinking about everything, and it was probably the most traumatizing event I've ever had in my life.
And for that lady, too. So follow us on our recovery journey.
Yeah.
And thank you guys so much. And 2025, we still alive, baby.
Yes, I hope it gets better.
Love you guys, man. We'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.
A boy and girl, and that would equal me and you. Sharing dreams while caught up in this moonlight. I never argued and never once caused a fight. Respect was the main key to our relation. Going on trips and spending 3-week vacations.